If you tend to be a mind reader, recognize that when you hear yourself say, I'm sure he thinks this, and just fill in the blanks with whatever that is, that's a red flag that you're probably projecting. So, okay, that's one step. Identify that you're projecting. The next step is to flesh out the negative automatic thoughts and replace them with positive ones. But you have to recognize your real pain point. So in this case, I could say to myself, well, I'm not lazy, I'm a hard worker. But that's not going to have much impact because it might not be true, number one, and it's too superficial. My real pain point is that I feel guilty for not working hard lately. And the way to affirm myself is statements like, my worth in my job is not defined by how much I've worked lately. I contribute to the team. They still find me valuable. Furthermore, Joe doesn't have time to keep tabs on me. He's got his own life. Those are the things that could help me kind of blot out the assumptions and negative thoughts that I have that I'm putting onto Joe. You have to be able to affirm yourself internally. Needing other people to affirm you makes you too vulnerable and dependent on others for validation. Other people have their own needs, and they can't always lift you up and rescue you from your negative thoughts about yourself. This is not to say that external validation isn't good. Compliments and recognition are great, and they feel great, but they can't be required for you to feel whole and complete. What are some other ways you could recognize your negative self-talk? A more general approach is to pause whenever you have a negative emotion. Think to yourself, what's the emotion connected to? Is it something someone said or did, or is it something that someone didn't say or do? Thinking about your negative emotions can help you deconstruct what you're really saying to yourself. Being able to affirm yourself is important for building up your self-esteem, but neediness also has a negative impact on how people interact with you. It's exhausting to be around someone who's needy. Have you ever interacted with someone who's easily upset, so you always have to walk on eggshells and tiptoe around what you say? You don't want to be that person. This kind of behavior pushes people away. Then, if your negative self-talk is that you don't deserve to be loved anyway, or you don't deserve anything good to happen to you, when you lose support, it reinforces your core beliefs, and the cycle just repeats itself. But the truth is, you drove the people away with your own behavior. But if you boost yourself up from within and don't need others to do it for you, then you attract people to you, and it becomes safe and comfortable to be around you. This would be the person who can say almost anything to them, and they never seem fazed. And it feels good to be around a person like that. And if that's how you are, people will want to be around you. So I've talked about 2 ways to identify your need to affirm yourself. Notice when you're projecting or mind reading and examining your negative emotions. Let me close by saying that all of what I said is not just for the person who's depressed and has no friends. We all have a negative tape that runs in our heads when the time is right. And we all have soft spots that can trigger us to react negatively. So this exercise of affirming yourself can help you completely overhaul your negative thoughts, or simply tweak and refine yourself so that you can become more and more content and at peace. Thanks for watching. You made it all the way through.